Call me king, call me demon. Water forgets the names of the drowned. You're duller than a broken sandwich. I must sample this buffet. New tastes. Something to nibble on. Another meal. An enticing culinary prospect. Another snack. Delicious. Savor the misery. Might be savory. Their despair is the seasoning. I will consume all. Yummy. A feast awaits. How delectable. Meat. Mine! Feed. More. Dinner. Hunger. Fresh souls. Ha! Beast, you are a rank dish, ill served. This is my river, you scoundrel. You dare invade my table. Brother, you're as cultured as a crematorium selling barbecue. War is a manly appetite, and your directness has my admiration. I am enthralled by your class and refinement. I must offer you a token of my admirations. You're as modest as a freshly paid courtesan. Hiding in smoke, young lady, you're as sharp as a bag of slugs. I believe decorum is the china shop. Any pejorative of bullheadedness is pulverized by your magnificence. I say you're as fun as a leaky roof. Coveting friendship is barely an appetite, but one I do so sympathize with. I suppose I must defrost you first. Idiocy is often mistaken for innocence. Girl, you got as much foresight as a blindfolded mole. If you want to build an empire of peace, then your mortar will be blood. Your empire? I look upon your works and despair. Son, your empire was built on sand. You're the emperor of mashed potatoes and gravy. An emperor as humble as he is beloved. If your heart is gold and your body is steel, wise tin between your ears. My mustache will eat yours. The heart of the Freljord must long for something. You're strong like bull and smart like cow. You're as elegant as an outhouse in a leper colony. If you want to clean up the city, don't you need to understand where that dirt comes from? Your hunger deserves to be satisfied. Personally, I hunger for things less literal. Your strength is waning, General. Course, I can help you slow time's regress. You're as subtle as a gold codpiece. Vengeance is a thirst I could help you quench. Girl, you're crazier than a mouse in moonshine. Your diction is as exemplary as your intellect. I can show Mundo new places to go, if he pleases. I wonder, how can you receive the attention you deserve while your brother is in the way? Your hunger for attention deserves to be sated. At least the rumor of your vanity isn't overrated. Time is but another river, and I care not what water I swim in. Your youthful rebellion is as tedious as your hairstyle. Youthful ignorance is unfortunately your best quality. Why should a hunger for adventure ever be sated? A duel is a fight between two imbeciles, and you are the greatest. An appetite for a challenge is a craven without liability. Wouldn't you care to travel to your people's destination? Your attempt to be monstrous is as successful as your dictatorship. You're a man with troubles. I have solutions. You live by a code that'll never let you get what you want. Let me take you to her. Are you the waiter of this establishment? Your conversation makes as much sense as a fish in lingerie. Time is just a river, boy. Let me take you back where you belong. Your tastes are as elegant as a broken latrine. I admire a man of appetites. Let me help you find refreshment. Girl, you're as appealing as a cake in the rain. There's a storm in your heart, girl. Tell me what you hunger for. Anything getting through that gold helmet of yours? Only a fool wouldn't hunger for the throne. Let me help you find that seat. It is wonderful to be hungry for a challenge. Boy, you are a few candles short of a lantern. A drive for innovation? It's just a hunger for something new. Dumber than a box of hammers. An appetite for chaos? Let me feed that mayhem. Girl, if brains were dynamite, you'd be a dud. Don't starve your heart, child. Let me deliver you to him. Truth requires a journey on blind faith. Good ideas flow from you like pudding from a harpy. Could I offer you a bargain to replace your previous engagement? Step closer, and I'll carry you to your prize. A fool and his love are easily parted. The enormity of the hat doesn't hide the vacancy beneath it. The road to vengeance requires a journey I would happily provide. A journey to a moonstone is one I could provide. The tides call you sashimi. Forgiveness is a shore like any other. You're like a roofless mansion, impressively useless. I appreciate your mind is unsullied by the complications of reason. Allow me to facilitate your rapaciousness. You are a traveler, and I provide transport. You read words and mistake that for understanding. Let me make a meal with your ambition. You're as witty as you are subtle. Why not travel to when you were free from these doubts? Your tastes are about as sophisticated as your wardrobe. Every heart has its own hunger. Tell me yours. You're as likable as a rat in a bridal shop. Bilgewater is a rough town to leave. I could make it easier for you. A gambler's luck is only predictable when he's a cheat. A boxer who thinks with her fists must inevitably punch with her face. Child, why would you sublimate a hunger? Have you forgotten who you are? Do you want to reach your potential? It's a journey I could provide. A slave's mind is never free, but I suspect you got yours on discount. Nothing whets my appetite like the flames of ambition gone awry. Your destiny isn't in the wind, it's on the river. You're as quick as a turtle on molasses. So, shiny attire seemed like the thing to wear? You are the most intelligent ninja in the world. Child, A shadow must run from the light eventually. Let us peruse this establishment's fare. It is the heart from which the darkest water flows. This buffet exceeds repugnance. It is my mouth into which all travels end. I see nothing splendiferous in this table's offerings. Does your establishment have any tables? I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation. The only real sin is to deny a craving. To covet is to starve. True appetite never wanes. Let us eat voraciously and overindulge. I have tastes that aren't easily pacified. I am appetite-focused. Misery has a delectable taste. Gluttony is impossible. Now we shall gluttonize. Every heart has its own hunger. We all gourmandize from time to time. My diet is expansively unique. No true hunger can be abated. From suffering, my banquet is born. That aroma seduces. A bargain is due. Give it to me! The river never stops. Where is it? Where is that taste? The world is my feast. Every river ends in me. All shall drown in my magnificence. I demand an entree. Hunger. I am the River King. Mercy has no flavor. A depth of flavor is what I covet. Anything of depth is deceitful. All the world's a river, and I'm its king. All creation is born famished and starving. Everyone ends downriver, eventually. Nothing escapes hunger. A heart is so easily eaten. There is something sublime about holding a heart in your hand. How did I leave my jacket pocket unadorned for so long? I am sanctuary for those in my favor. I can provide all manner of refuge. I have a hunger for fine shoes. I wonder who might like to bargain for a little freedom. I am an omen of voracity. A little sedation for my more noisome neighbors. A handy tool for the next time I'm in between meals. Truly, this is the best way to enjoy a buffet. I pity the Hydra. So many heads intent on sharing the meal. Something about this blade feels redundant. Sorcery is a distasteful habit. I refuse to trouble myself with charlatans. My visage was already flawless. Now it just has more vigor. A gentleman without a cape is only half dressed. Fire warms the spirit and charges the appetite. War is an appetite like any other. Say what you will, a large man cannot be ignored. A hearty appetite pairs best with a robust constitution. Was that an attack or an hors d'oeuvre? My constitution is unflappable. You have succeeded only in ruffling my attire. How droll your attacks are. Was that an attack or an hors d'oeuvre? My constitution is unflappable. You have succeeded only in ruffling my attire. How droll your attacks are. Travel awaits. Take the bargain. Over here. Come closer, child. Closer. Step inside. Get inside. This way. Disgusting. Repugnant. Unacceptable. Needs salt. Nauseating. Revolting. Vile. Finally, my enormity matches my appetite. Even when you have no bait, you can still cast a line and hope. A true meal requires foresight to manifest. I prefer to know when my next meal approaches. I search for bargains wherever fools cross my domain. Your mind is as clear as mud. You are a malodorous offense to my palate. The baseness of your appetite repulses me. Child, you're a couple cows short of a steak. You're duller than a broken sandwich. I shall return to this establishment shortly. Regrettably, I must retire in order to find a digestive.